trying to bring about the healthcare system is something that no one should try to tamper with it at any given point. And people had understood the concept of NHIF, and no one was complaining about it. But just because of some few interests, you come with it. Even the ministry itself doesn't understand the concept. I remember even when we were going, members were going after passing the legislation or the act on the on a new SHA, whatever. Then they were also called again to be trained how that the SHA is going to work. So no one else understands about.
Mheshimiwa, I have to ask you this:
Yes.
Are we saying that, as a member of Parliament, with all the trainings that you people underwent, that Parliament as a body doesn't quite understand what this whole new scheme is about?
Maybe I refuse to go and attend that meeting to be trained how the SHA is operating.
Why?
Because you see, you pass this thing. They were running it with it all over. Pass it. Then they passed it, by the way. Because now you see...
Are you not among the people who passed it?
Now you see there is what we call the simple majority, and you know the parliament is not independent. And look at what is happening today, like the tour the president is having. Parliament ought to be an independent body.
Yes.
But you see the Speaker of the National Assembly, that now is the one now talking about the government. If you speak, like when I try to speak about the SHA, he says that I should not talk about the SHA because I'm not eligible to use the SHA. Because we also have other policies that we use. Now, me as a person, as a citizen, I pay the SHA. SHA with about 27,000 or 30,000 being deducted. So I should also be concerned to know this money that is taken away from me. How is it going to be spent?
No, you are very right, because you represent a constituency.
Yes.
And your constituents also pay.
No,
so you have every right to question and to ask about it.
Yes.
Because when your constituents have a problem with that particular system, they'll come to you.
They'll definitely. And then you ask again, I raised this question. When you're now telling people to do a registration, and it's free, definitely.
Yes.
They are saying it's free. I even other member, when we had another member say that you pay 300. So there's no any clear...
There's no consistency
in messaging, whatever they are talking about. And then we asked, when you're putting off this NHIF, they didn't have a transition process. It's just like when the national government was being transitioned to the devolved functions. There was a transition commission that were not to let any gap in between. So they were not to allow people, they could have allowed people to start registering if there was to do some amendments. But now, they didn't even tell the members that out of this money, this is the amount that NHIF had. Like maybe the audited accounts of the NHIF. Now they are saying that they do not have the money for the chronic disease, is when now they want to pass into the supplementary and whatever. So you find like they don't understand. Then I raised also another question before the president. I asked him about this issue because of not involving the stakeholders. Like the new model funding. When we raise issues that this model funding is going, it is not attainable. It's not going to be sustainable. It can't work because they are talking about the bundles. Look at this scenario. You are saying that this person, because he has these vehicles, he has this. Look at the trend, the behavior of Kenyans. Kenyans, there are very few Kenyans who save for their children. If someone dies, then he dies with everything. You see. Now you're saying that this person, because the father has the vehicle, has the land, what about next time they come and auction him and maybe you've put that person on another bundle?
Because of that? Okay.
Because of what they own.
Or whatever they own. So you find like it doesn't work. And I even asked myself, if we have the public university, we have the private university. Let us remove support. Let us take the private universities, be private. Let them remain for the rich kids who wants to be there. Let the ones of the public remain for those who are interested to be in the public hospital. Now you want to remove the help. Even the president himself was supported by help.
Okay. What's to be done? Or who's to say what should be done and where it should be done? It's the Mumias East Member of Parliament, Peter Salasya, who's in the hot seat this morning, and we're asking some questions. He said, you know what? If you intend to keep support, you need to act now because too many things are going wrong at the same time. And coming off what he's said collectively over the last couple of weeks, act or lose support.
Yeah, and act or lose support. Mheshimiwa, I'll just take you through what has been happening for the past few days. And this is pretty much what you've been telling the president, that the projects that have been have been launched by the president are not working. There hasn't been stakeholder engagement. Public participation has not taken place. Kenyans are speaking, but the president is not listening to them. And matters to do with bonuses. I'll ask a question. Is Mumias working? Is it crushing King?
Yes, definitely it's doing it.
Is it making profits?
Now that is the point.
Yes. And on that bonuses, did the bonuses come from Mumias or the exchequer? And if it's from the exchequer, how did that come in? Because it was never budgeted for. That is the question that you asked. Also, NSSF is not working. It should be disbanded. Yeah, because it has not helped anyone. And finally, you concluded by saying, nitakuunga mkono ukitoa hizi vitu zote. That means there is an action that you're looking forward to the president to take in order for you to give him your support. What are these issues that is making you and the president not sit on the same table because you are aggrieved by what he's doing?
First of all, let's look at this issue. Yesterday I was having a friend of mine. He works from an organization. And I tried to look at his payslip. And even also, he was earning about, like, let's say, for example, $1 million amount, like, for example. Then this gentleman was trying to complain and say that, you look at, this is my face, my payslip. He's like saying that, and we were trying to look at it. He's being charged NSSF, and again they are saying that they are going to increase the money from, I don't know, to 4,000 and something. There is what you call the SHA thing. There is that pay thing. There is also called undisclosed whatever. It's a good amount.
Yes.
So you realize that this thing is happening, but at the end of the day, there are so many cuts in the payslip, but there is nothing that we can feel. You know, if your payslip is being cut on, and he was saying even for the last 10 years that he has been working since 2014.
Yeah.
His payslip has been increasing about 10,000. But for the first time, his payslip has dropped, has shrunk. Looking at also at the inflation that we are also in, things that are moving up. That's just one thing. And I raise issues that if you want to get the support of the civil servant, look at, because you are not increasing their salaries, but you are only deducting without putting, also looking at other parameters like inflation and other things. When you look at, they talk about the inflation that it has come down, you ask yourself, they talk about the affordable housing. This affordable housing, people who have been building, there are those companies doing affordable housing and whatever. But now they are coming and saying that the house levy, I asked them a question. This is a teacher from Mushago, lives in the village. You are deducting this person with the house levy. We are in a capitalism country whereby every person wakes up at 4 to go and work and must also enjoy his sweat of working. So you are deducting that person. This person is asking himself, will he ever get a house? So those are questions that needs to be addressed. And I say that if you don't remove this thing, you are going to lose all civil servant, not even the civil servant, even those who are in the private sector. You are losing. It's about 2 million votes. Yeah. You deduct from whatever you got from 8 million. You are remaining with 6 million. 6 million you remove from maybe Mount Kenya. So I say that if you are now maybe to salvage yourself, bring back, have mercy. And remember these people who are on the payslip. Then another thing that we also tried to explain, like NSSF. And I didn't know that the people who sit on the NSSF were there. And he said that wachana na NSSF has never, we don't have a story from somebody saying that I've seen so many retirees in my constituencies and everywhere. No one has ever, even if it means 30,000 or 5,000, but they keep on deducting this money. And let me tell you, by the way, if you are an employee in this nation, in this country, and you just delay to submit to remit, like even with the members of parliament, we have what you call the staff work under us.
Yeah.
If you just fail to submit the NSSF money, even within 1 day, you are going to be penalized. You're going to pay double. If you have been paying like NSSF maybe 60,000, you're going to be forced to pay 120,000.